Rightio guys, David here from the QS guys. Today I specifically wanted to do a chat, pretty much post-project we did for a Scottish builder up in Glasgow, okay? Now this is around the quoting and the pricing process. So when you engage a builder, what does that process look like? When you're looking to undergo an extension, maintenance, renovation, how does that look, okay? So as we can see here, this is pretty much the process from inquiry to scope in 6 steps, all right? So you get obviously the initial inquiry and the brief. Now my name's David, I'm from the QS guys. I think I just said that. Now we've been pricing jobs for builders and contractors all over the UK for the last 5 years, all right? So there's an initial inquiry or an outreach. So you go to a builder and you say, hey, listen, we want to do some maintenance, we want to do an extension, we want to do a brief, whatever it is. And then you'll get a call back from someone, obviously, hopefully it's a builder or one of the administrative staff. Then you'll go to them and you'll either go to a site visit or you've got some drawings. If you've already got some drawings, fantastic. If not, you will organize a site visit with the builder. Then you'll do a bit of a walk around, a little bit of a look, check out the scope. Then what happens is the builder will come back and either himself internally or their team, or they will hire someone like ourselves at the QS guys to come in and do a detailed breakdown of costs. Now, little commercial break, this is what we do for builders. This was a project we just finished in Edinburgh, and this is our job, okay? We go down and break down the preliminaries, we go through the extension components. So this job was broken into extension and internal alteration. Now, our job is to go through the plans scope by scope and put a labor hour, a quantity, and a measure against every single item. As we can see here, for example, down to fixing the floor joists. We've got a meter rate that we measure the area and we put a rate against that, okay? Now we estimate as best as we can. We've got a huge rates database all over the UK. So when we need to pull certain data, that's what we do. And then we do a nice stressed up doc proposal here for the client and the builder. And that just outlays everything that's included, okay? The extension zone, all the juicy information, and also helping the builder with a material schedule. And we can also provide work programs as well, okay? So usually when that happens, the builder will get that. We'll do a client review call. There's another YouTube video you can watch on how we go through a client review call on a Google Meet with a client. And then we go through the defect and risk review. So we look at, cool, risk matrix. What can we do to reduce costs? Where could things go wrong? How do we improve on stuff, etc., etc. Then by the time that goes through, they will send the proposal back to yourself, the homeowner or the builder, etc. You guys might have some notes or some clarifications. They might come back to us. So it's quite a long process. Now, depending on the size of the job, but we had a project in Edinburgh a couple of weeks ago. It was a £120,000 internal alteration job. It went ahead in 5 working days. It was very quick. I think it was a warm referral, so it went a lot faster. But other projects can take months, okay? So scope first, then you put a price that the builder can stand by and defend. That's our job as part of the post-estimate calls, to go through and look at how can we make sure the builder's going to make money, how can the homeowner win, and how can everyone get a dream result, okay? So what the real Glasgow quote includes, and if I scroll back up here, old stone, hidden defects, real money. That's what Glasgow's all about. It's old, it's heritage, it's beautiful. So there's a lot of sandstone and stonework, damp and ventilation, structural quirks, warrants and planning. We go through and itemize out all of that information, okay? We help with the tender issue, whether it's a like-for-like comparison or if it's a complete new scope, exclusions and provisional sums, programming and sequencing, and we also help with the payment terms in our processing here. So obviously when we look at this, we look at the measured areas, the spec level, the assumptions and the inclusions. We can put PC sums in when we can, whether we're going for a Howden's kitchens for £6,000 or a beautiful custom boutique kitchen for £100,000. That's our job. Preliminaries, we break down everything as we can see here. Now I used to be a builder, and I never used to price for preliminaries. I barely knew. And that's where a lot of money goes missing, but builders need to charge for that, okay? Waste and protection, and then we look at things like access and scaffolding, the VAT position, whether they are charging VAT or not charging VAT, a contingency on the job. Some jobs are more high risk than others, so we make sure we allow for a contingency because construction ain't perfect. Things always go wrong. Program and duration, and obviously payment and variation rules as well, okay? There's always variation on projects. Homeowners shouldn't be scared. It's how you deal with them, okay? The cheapest quote is really the cheapest job. I did another video around a client dispute where the homeowner was trying to save about £10,000 to £15,000 on a £190,000 product. And I said, if you take this to court, it's going to cost about £35,000 worth of damages, time delays, interest, getting a new builder, etc., etc. So a vague scope can equal a big number. We want to make sure that we get all the structural and service items. We don't miss that stuff. We go down to the spec of the structural steel beam that we need to include. Unclear provisional sums. We make a clear highlighted sum in our workings. I don't know if there's one on this one. Well, we just make sure that we've either got some item or unit there, and then no written valuation process. Every change should be priced and signed before work happens. So if we rip out some flooring, rip out some wall linings, and there's rotten timbers or additional work, we need to have it signed off, quoted before we go ahead, because we want the builder to get paid and we don't want the homeowner to get ripped off. Why 3 Glasgow quotes can land 30% apart, directional ranges only, every property is different. Builder A could have a vague scope and go low. Builder B could have a partial spec. He could have got a QS report, but he might not include all the preliminaries. Builder C could be high-end, booked out for 2 years, doesn't really want the job, and is just sending it to the moon. And if they get it, they'll figure it out. The cheapest bar isn't the cheapest job, and the most expensive doesn't mean you're going to get the best value. I think it's always the fine line between getting the middle. Now, I priced a QS report the other day for a homeowner in Edinburgh. I priced it at £750 for me to do. The biggest price was £4,500, and the middle was £1,500. So I well underpriced. I didn't get the job anyway, but that's an exact example of being down the middle was probably the best way to be. Different assumptions on damp repair expense, different scaffold access allowances that can all affect the preliminaries and the cost. Okay, the 5-column rule: builder A, lowest, long list. Scaffold, plumbing finishes, provisional sums, program, payment plan. This is all the items that you want to check when you're going in to check the lowest, the mid, and the highest, okay? How many exclusions are there? What's a PC sum? What is the program? How tight is it? Are they giving you weeks, milestone dates, or are they just saying, cool, man, we'll be done this year, take it or leave it? And then payment plans as well. How big are the deposits? Are they doing payment claims? What are they doing, okay? So, 3 moments worth the call. Before the tender, fix the scope, the spec, and the assumptions for any builder sees drawing, lowest cost, highest average. After the quotes are in, normalize getting 3 quotes, look for one down the middle and the most detail. And then obviously you want to look at who's providing a program, who's willing to work to their timelines. That's always the guy that is probably providing the most proof, okay? If you're a builder or a homeowner, you're looking to go ahead with a project and you want to get this level of detail on your project, that's what we do here. I come from a building background. We aim to get you a quote within 3 to 4 hours of an inquiry. That's how fast we are. It's 2026 and it's competitive. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. Cheers.